For the next 2 weeks, the supreme battle for the presidency moves to this premise.
Beginning next year.
And the burden of determining whether President Uhuru Kenyatta was validly re-elected shall rest on the shoulders of 2 women and 5 men who make the bench of the apex court. These judges are Chief Justice David Maraga, Deputy CJ Philomena Mwilu, Justices Njoki Ndungu, Mohamed Ibrahim, Smoking Wanjala, Professor Jackton Ojwang and Isaac Lenaola. And even before the matter is active before the court, NASA leader Raila Odinga was already upping the pressure on the judges.
Our decision to go to court constitutes a second chance for the Supreme Court. The court can use this chance to redeem itself, or like in 2013, it can compound the problems we face as a country.
The NASA appeal must be filed by Friday this week, which marks the end of the 7-day window for anyone keen on challenging the outcome of the presidential results to file a petition. Sources told Citizen TV that NASA would file the case on Thursday, and should this happen, then the respondents must be served by Saturday to give them time to respond. The respondents in this case will mainly be IEBC through its chairman Wafula Chebukati, as well as the Jubilee Party through its presidential candidate Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto. The respondents must file their response by August 23rd, or 4 days after being served. The Supreme Court will then be required to hold a pre-trial conference on Friday next week to agree on ground rules on how to move the case, with the hearing to proceed between then and the 30th of August. If NASA files the case tomorrow, the court must give the verdict by Thursday, the 31st of August, being the 14th day after the filing. NASA's legal team is likely to comprise of Siaya Senator James Orengo, lawyers Paul Mwangi and Professor Ben Sihanya, who have been advising and representing the coalition in court on several matters and also instrumental during the 2013 presidential petition. IEBC is likely to be represented by Senior Counsel Paul Moite, lawyers Paul Nyamodi and Kamau Karori, who have also been representing the commission in several court disputes, as well as the 2013 presidential appeal.
Their submissions.
For President Kenyatta and the Jubilee Party, familiar faces in a presidential petition are expected, including senior counsels Fred Ngatia, Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi, and lawyer Faith Waigwa, who served at the Jubilee Party Disputes Tribunal after the party primaries. The Attorney General, Professor Githu Muigai, could be enjoined in the case as a friend of the court should he apply to be. At the center of the court argument by NASA is the alleged absence of all Form 34As that were used to declare results at the 40,883 polling stations. In its report, the European Union Election Observation Group has called on IEBC to promptly publish all the results forms for transparency and trust by all players. NASA has argued that the Commission tallied results from non-existent forms, even as IEBC defended itself that more than 35,000 primary results documents were available for review by NASA, with the balance expected soon. At the Bomas of Kenya, the Commission was still scanning original forms that had not been successfully transmitted from polling stations electronically.
We have received all the forms. We had 10,000 to scan. And right now we're only remaining with 1,000. We had to do it long hours into the night to be able to have them scanned, digitized.
The Commission welcoming NASA's decision to move to court to challenge the results legally. Sam Kituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.